So Chou has received a buff, and it's actually pretty decent. I did not expect him to actually be good, but he is. And the simple reason why he is so good and it actually works is because of the fact that they got rid of the backswing of his basic attacks. That means in between combos for Chou, you can actually weave in basic attacks. And that can make a huge difference, especially in the early game, if you are able to utilize his passive. But before we get into the actual game, I also want my videos to kind of go over how drafting works. So you guys, when you play rank yourselves, you know exactly what to do. So let me explain. We banned Freya first because we genuinely just don't want to play versus Freya. Our gold laner, he's a decent Freya player, but I feel like on gold lane he's better. And Freya is just a decent ban. It is a good first pick worthy ban, but in my opinion, I just feel like it's easier to have it banned off so we could prioritize other heroes like, let's say, Zushin, even Zetian, Suyo, right? It's better to prioritize heroes like that. And opponents here have banned Marcel because Marcel is... You should always ban Marcel if opponents have first pick, because if Marcel is picked, the game is kind of done for. He's way too OP right now, especially in a 5-man setting. We just banned Fanny because we kind of know that their jungler plays Fanny, and we're obviously not going to first pick it because it can be countered easily. But we also don't want them to pick it in the later phases of the game, because if the Fanny user is good, it can be a problem to deal with, right? They banned Claude. I'm not actually sure why. Maybe they wanted to pick Eve or something, or they wanted to pick like not so mobile heroes. I'm not sure. But they just banned Claude. We banned Carry because we struggle versus Carry a lot of the times. Honestly, we need to get better at not struggling versus Carry. If you just get good dives, Carry should not be a problem, right? So yeah, we banned Carry because we don't want nothing to do with it. We don't want the opponents picking it because we're not going to first pick Carry, right? So they could second pick it or third pick it. And they banned Hilda. Hilda is a good ban because Hilda can be very oppressive, and you guys already know my Hilda is decent, right? So I can abuse the opponents very well with it. And we picked Harley because Harley is still very good right now, and he has the ability to burst, and his mobility is just insane, you know, just very difficult to deal with. So we first pick it. Even if they pick Suyo or Zushin, it's good for us because we can play versus Zushin if we have Khalid. Khalid can actually play decently well, and we can pick Eve to counter the Zushin, right? So honestly, regardless, I still think they should have gone for Zushin here and maybe Harith. That would have been good, but they went with Harith and they went with Kalea. Now Kalea is good. It is a very good pick, but it's a very pick-off type hero. So right away, honestly, I think they should have gone Harith Phoveus because the Phoveus counters Harith. My bad. They should have gone Phoveus and Harith. Since they didn't, we decided to pick that Phoveus. Phoveus is the best EXP laner right now. If he's open, you gotta pick him. He's the best. And then we decided to go with Zushin because it's open, right? Yes, Zushin can be countered with Eve. Yes, that's true. But at the end of the day, her pressure is insane. The way she can pressure the lanes in the early is very, very strong. And if we have a good roamer to start off with, I mean, I guess you already got... No, we're going to pick Chou here. But I'll tell you why Chou is good here too. So they decided to go with Baxia. Baxia is a very OP jungler right now overall. Because of his mobility, because of his jungling speed, and his overall tankiness, it's really strong. They banned Moskov, I'm assuming because they don't want the Harith to get CC'd. That's the reason why. Probably, I decided to ban Kimi because Baxia and Kimi, if you guys don't know, front to back, that's how you play Kimi and Baxia. It's very OP. Baxia goes in front, Kimi just follows behind. It's a very OP strat. That's why we decided to ban Kimi. And, you know, Kimi is another person who can give a good fight at the mid lane at the start, right? Level 1. So we don't want that hero to be just open and available for them to pick. So we banned it. But another thing I want to tell you guys is if opponents are picking Baxia, Chou is a very good pick versus it. Because if Baxia goes in, you can easily immune him with your second skill, right? You can waste his first skill by immuning it. And you can also kick him inside towers and stuff like that, right? So yeah. We decided to ban Kadita because Kalea Kadita is a good combo. And their mage player, I believe, actually is a very decent Kadita player. So we just banned it. They go with Lilia, which is good actually. It's a good hero to pressure the early game. But honestly, if Lilia goes versus heroes that outranges her, she's gonna struggle. So here, I locked in the Chou right away because it's good versus Baxia, and I can actually fight the Kalea, right? One-on-one, I can fight the Kalea, give her a good fight. It's also good versus Harith, right? I can kick him if Phoveus can get his Purify. And there's Harley to follow up with my kick. And then we just decided to get Leslie because Leslie can burst the opponent Baxia. But honestly, Leslie was a bad pick here. And I'll tell you guys why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because we don't know who their EXP laner is, right? If they want to counter Leslie, all they have to do is pick something that has a lot of dive. We don't really have a lot of peel in particular. As you can see, they have Baxia, they have Harith, they have Kalea. They all can just dive Leslie and fuck Leslie pretty bad. So I think a better pick here would have been Obsidia. Obsidia has a lot of dashes, and she can, if she's feeling in danger, she can always ult somebody and like move away, right? Maybe ult the Harith to stop him from ulting, right? A lot more mobility with Obsidia and very good late game scaling too. So I think Obsidia would have been a much better pick here. Anyways, we start off the game. But guys, before we start, I quickly just want to say that yes, I offer private coaching. I'm a 300 stars pro player. I have years of esports experience. And I've reached top 13 in an ACT twice. So, the advice I'm giving is actually good. I coach all roles, whether it be solo, duos, trios, 5-man, whatever. If you want to get my private coaching, check my YouTube bio. My YouTube, like head over to my YouTube channel and just check the bio. All the details are going to be there if you're interested. Next up, I'm also offering discounted diamonds for you guys. You have to visit the website that's also on my YouTube profile bio. It just says cheaper diamonds. Click on it. You'll get diamonds for 20 to 30% cheaper, right? Go ahead. You're supporting me. You're getting diamonds for cheap. So, go ahead. Why not? Anyways, let's move on with the game. First, I quickly go and check their blue buff real quick. To make sure that, it's open, it's available. Or if the jungler started with it, I would vision and get some golden XP. But since the jungler didn't start with the blue buff, that automatically tells me that he started with the red buff. Right? Sorry about that. Started with the red buff. So, I just decide to pressure the Kalea. Because we have Zushin, right? We can pressure so much with Zushin. And I'm just carefully avoiding Lilia's damage. I beat the Kalea in the early game, so we can easily get her to flicker. And there we go. We got the Kalea to flicker. I flickered out as well. Not that good. Because, both roamers have now used up their flickers. And I was a bit scared because if that exploded, I would have died. And I did not want to risk it. And another thing, guys, when you're playing Chou, you should always build according to the opponent's damage. I'll give you guys my theory for what I'm building in a bit. So I first go with Tough Boots and I always get Encourage Roam. So I can get XP and gold from minions. And then I'm building Tough Boots because they have Lilia, they have Abaxia, right? Those are both magic damage dealers, and Harith too. So they literally have two physical heroes. Kalea can't really be counted because she's a roam. But Terizla, right? And I'm not going to be tanking Terizla that much, right? So I should be focusing on building magic defense items as much as I can. So here Harith is zoned out our Leslie, and I can see in the map that Kalea and Lily are still mid lane. And honestly, Zushin is fine. Zushin can clear on her own. She's not going to get frozen. So here, I saw the Harith dash, right? As soon as I see the Harith dash, that is when I decide to go for him. And there you go. He used Purify, but it doesn't matter. You see the damage? Look at the backswing, guys. There is literally no backswing for the basic attacks after your skills. So look, one basic, dash, basic, knock up, basic, and he's dead. It's so easy now to play Chou. It feels a lot smoother to play him for some reason. And honestly, I don't think you guys thought that I was going to burst him, right? Right? And there you go. He's done. So, here, I'm just trying to pressure the Baxia. I want to secure his green. But since Kalea is here, I'm just backing. And I also don't know Lilia's position. So she could burst me pretty easily. And there you go. Kalea walks into this bush. Our jungler and our mid laner actually set up this trap here. You can always do this. Like, if your mid laner and jungler didn't rotate with you, and they're gonna go to turtle, they're gonna go to turtle, right? And they're gonna take this river speed boost. You can just gank them really easily. So here we go. Harley, and then the Zushin, right? We get the Kalea very easily. And now, because of that, we're able to do turtle. I'm just trying to zone the Lilia because I know Lilia doesn't have third skill. Or sorry, her ult, so she's not going to be able to escape. And there we go. We secure turtle. I help my mid laner fast clear so we can rotate to the top side. I got my level 4. And now I'm just going to try and get Harriet. Probably he's in this bush right here. Because my where else is he gonna be, right? There is no other place he needs to be. Leslie is freezing his lane, so he's probably in the top lane. Somewhere in this bush, but it's a bit risky for me to go because I know he has Purify. Now I see that Kalea isn't here yet, so I just kicked a Harriet. I waste his Purify. I don't think it was worth it. Honestly, I think I should have just kicked him and not gone back to him. So that I would have just made him waste his Purify, right? But I did, and I kind of had to waste my Flicker because of that, so that was not the best move for me. I think I could have done that better. I recall immediately, but at least now I know Harriet doesn't have Purify, and the next time we decide to gank him, he's not gonna survive. So yeah, there we go. We just cleared mid lane, and then immediately I go back to top. Because we have to make sure our gold laner is getting properly fed. And Phoveus is coming along with us too, so it's literally a 5-man gang. Here you go. Harriet literally cannot escape. There's nothing he can do whatsoever. And there you go. So basically, with Chou's new buff, his ult also does more damage. His ult literally does more damage. And you know, when you guys finish kicking and then it pushes the enemies back a little bit, right? A lot of the times they escape because they're 1 HP. Now, that knockback that it does after the kick ends, you know, like once he kicks and then he goes and kicks them again multiple times, right? And then it knocks them back a bit, right? And it's farther than Chou's basic attack range. But since the distance has been reduced and his basic attack range has been increased, you can actually land another basic attack right after your ult, which can do decent damage. As a tank Chou, it still does decent damage in the early game, especially when you're ahead, you know, and you have a good KDA. Like I have 2 kills and 2 assists. I'm pretty ahead, so I will actually deal decent damage to opponents. I'm just still staying around. I know I'm low HP, but I'm staying around because I still have my kick. And I want to get value out of my kick before I die or before I leave. There we go. Look at the Zushin, guys. Isn't it so OP? We're just pulling everybody back. It was such a good pick. I don't think they should have opened it or given us Zushin. They should have locked in Zushin and Phoveus in the first 2 picks, because that would have denied us from picking Harriet, because Phoveus counters Harriet. Once again, since there's a team fight going on in blue buff, I'm just headed over there. And I'm out. Not really going any deeper than that. We're gonna wait for them to come out of the jungle so that Lilia's damage is more spread out. I wanted to kick the Terizla there, but I mistakenly kicked Lilia, which is not good. We still kill the Lilia and we still kill the Terizla regardless. We're just that ahead. And Leslie also gets a nice little solo kill on top lane. So, you know, it just makes everything really, really good. And yes, this was a scrim, so the opponents are really good players. Guys, believe it or not, the opponents are actually very good players. They're like, I believe 300 to 500 stars or something like that. So they're decent, and they're also trying to play competitive. And they have been scrimming a lot of teams too, so they're decent. I just kicked Terizla because honestly, I don't think the kick on Terizla was good here. I should have saved it for someone else. We get the kill on the Baxia, and we're chilling. We're 307, guys. We're doing very decent. And now I'm just gonna peel for my Zushin, right? I'm just gonna save, like, if anybody goes for her, I'm just gonna peel her, stay in this bush, make sure not to get poked too much. And my ult is also coming back in like 4 seconds, so I can probably do something here. I get outplayed here by the Harriet, unfortunately. And my knock-up on him doesn't land, so that's not good. I had a vision, right, guys? If I could have knocked up the Harriet there with my first skill, I could have gone behind him and kicked him. And we could have actually done something, but it's unfortunate. He moved out of the way, so it was a good play from him. And I honestly feel like my team should just back here and get back into doing objectives. We're taking fights for too long. Unnecessarily. Baxia should be dead here. Damn, that's so unfortunate. I didn't even get my kick off. It's too much. I think I should have just kicked the Baxia. It would have killed him and I wouldn't have died. And another issue is, like, why are we staying in bottom lane that long? We are taking too much fights, you know, like, take a fight, kill somebody, get out, right? But we just don't get out. We keep going. And that's the not so good part. Okay, Kalea, we actually outplayed Kalea here and she dies. But they did secure mid, so I guess it's not that bad of a trade. And they also killed our Leslie. And they secured mid. So honestly, not a bad trade for them at all. And here, since I built Radiant, I'm going for Athena because the main sources of damage are Lilia and Harith, right? And both of them are magic. Baxia also is a jungler and he does magic damage, so Athena is just like a no-brain here. Stacked with the Radiant, I'm going to be able to tank a decent amount of magic damage. Now I see a fight going in top lane. Leslie gets bursted. Unfortunately, I don't think that was a good pick here. I was the one who kind of called it out, but then I realized right away that it wasn't good at all. I'm waiting for my team to get a little bit closer, but I'm like, nope. There's no one here, honestly, and there's no point in going for the Baxia. We just gotta play a bit safe. Oh, sorry, it was not the Leslie that got bursted. It was the Zushin. He just got caught. He was overextended. Here, I'm keeping my eye on the Baxia as much as I can. I kick him. And my team immediately kind of goes for him. Our main prio here is Baxia. That's the person we want to kill. Because that's the guy who's going to secure Lord, right? And then I kill him. And then Harley is able to secure the Lord since Baxia is dead with his retribution. And that's basically what you want to do, guys. And Lilia retreats back to his ult. And we kill the Lilia. And yeah, successful Lord fight. So remember, during objectives like Turtle and Lord, your main focus and main target should be the opponent jungler. Alright, because your jungler can retreat. Either you have to do 2 things, or 3 things actually. Either you zone the opponent jungler so they can't even get close to retreat, or you stun the opponent jungler when the Lord is low enough to retreat so that the opponent jungler is stunned and your jungler can secure it. Or you just kill, right? Either one of the 3 options. The third option is the best, just kill the jungle. That secures it 100% of the time. The second best is zoning, and the third best is, you know, trying to stall or trying to stun when the Lord is low. That's unfortunate. Let's go over this again. I wasn't able to kick anybody. I couldn't find a good angle. And in this stage of the game, we should not be taking any fights without Leslie. If we take fights without Leslie, it's very bad. So it was honestly a bad engage from me. But as you guys can see, you see the early game oppression that Chou can offer. The dashes that he can do. Everything he just has is so good. This was a wrong kick from me. I shouldn't have kicked Baxia. I should have saved it. Our jungler was already dead and we did not need to fight there whatsoever. Look at Chou's mobility, guys. Look at Chou's mobility. Come on, what is this? What is this? He should not be... I should not be alive over there. but I am. And honestly, I think the fact that they increased his basic attack range makes it a bit easier for you to play him. Like, the range is big, you do more damage. You can just keep weaving in basic attacks, you know, between your combos. It's just so good. And before I enter the bush, I'm just second skilling because I don't want to get stunned, right? I second skill into a bush so that if there's a Kalea or anybody there who can pick me off, they're unable to. Bad kick onto Baxia again. I should be kicking Harith here. Harith or Lilia. Kicking Baxia is just not it. And as you can see, that's the reason we're losing the team fight, right? But look at our Phobius. Look at our Phobius go. Yes, our XP laner kinda does overextend a lot of the times, but when he locks in, he just goes crazy. I mean, look at this. He literally carried this fight. And now, since all of the opponents are dead, we can't really end because 2 of them are still alive and Harith is gonna spawn soon. So the best thing to do right now is to just do Lord. Once again, I'm just gonna zone. I build Immortality, and now I believe I'm building Oracle. I'm not sure. I'll check again after this. And the reason I'm building Oracle, guys, is because Oracle gives you hybrid, right? Physical and magic. Since I already have Radiant Armor and Athena Shield, what other items give me magic, right? There is none really. It's mostly Oracle. Okay, so we killed the Leslie or the Harith as well, and now there's only 4 people left. I also sold my Immortality because the passive was gone, and then I'm just buying Guardian Helmet just in case so that I can heal up HP. But I'm like, you know what? It's really not worth it. I think building Oracle would be better here after Radiant and Athena. For more magic defense, because magic defense is what's getting me. So we back. We can't really end. We got all their inhibs, which is good enough, honestly. Now I'm visioning Kalea. I'm waiting for my teammates to get a little bit closer so I can kick, but Kalea already left, which is a smart move from her. Honestly, this was not the best kick, but it worked, and I'll tell you guys why it worked. It worked because I kicked the Kalea away from the Harith, so she couldn't go after anybody, and my team was able to pick up the Harith. I mean, not the best kick. I guess it worked. I should either be kicking the Harith here after he gets purified, or after we get his Puri. And here, guys, I want you to notice something here. This is big, because look, since my okay, very bad conceal. Also, guys, after the 8-minute mark, I know I bought Encourage, but after the 8-minute mark, you can buy Conceal. Because Conceal is just more helpful. You can do better ambushes with it, right? And not a good Conceal use here because I wanted to be fast and chase, but Lilia kind of got it. So here, as soon as the Kalea ulted my Phobius, I saw her tail come out. I'm like, okay, you know what? If she's gonna pull Phobius in the tower, he's gonna take tower damage, right? So you know what? I'm gonna hit the Kalea so that I take the tower damage and I can tank the tower damage and he doesn't get hurt. That's what I do. So I tank the tower, right, as much as I can, wait for the Phobius to get out, and then I get out too. And yeah, there you go. That's how you kind of juggle and make sure your teammates are alive, right? You don't have to save them like directly with kick or disrupt the CC. You can always tank tower shots, and that's good enough. So here, this is my goal is to kick the Lilia, right? And Lilia and Baxia are the only people who are alive. So if I can kick the Lilia, there's no more wave clear. Baxia can't clear waves, and we can just end the game. So I'm like, okay, you know what? If I die killing this Lilia, it's 100% worth it. So I wait for her to get close, and then I first kill Flicker, I kick her, and then my team pretty much kills her. And I die in the process, but you know what? That's okay. Because we killed Lilia, they have no wave clear, and my team can just end the game, and we just win just like that. I want you guys to notice that roamers right now, the ones that can pressure early at level 2 are very broken. And you guys saw the pressure. I got first blood on Harith, and he didn't even expect it, right? So it's really good. It has a lot of mobility. It's very versatile. try him out in rank. And remember, he's very good versus heroes like Baxia, Hylos, even Kalea, right? He is very good versus heroes like that. And you can pick him into a very good pick-off comp, right? So pick-off comp meaning people who can burst. So our teammate who could burst is Leslie and Harley, right? That's why I was able to pick Chou. If you don't have follow-up like that, follow-up where nobody can follow up your kick, it's like you should not pick Chou. Okay, it's just not good. But I still think he's very good for the early pressure. Any roamer that can pressure well in the early game is good right now. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and sub. That means a lot to me. I'm trying to get to 20k subscriber, hopefully within the next few months. So please sub up if you like it. Make sure to turn the notification bell on if you're a roamer so that you get updated when I post. And yeah guys, thank you so much for all the support. I love all of you and I will see you in the next video. Take care guys.
Da chamada